Right guys, if you look, we are in Tyldesley and we are just about to enter this old place, which is the old Tyldesley cemetery. Now I've no idea how old this gaff is, but I reckon it dates back to at least the 1800s, judging by the cobblestones. So for anyone watching, hopefully you'll be able to give us a bit of history on the old place. Now I've heard on the grapevine that there is a little chapel in this place, and we're hoping to give you a little peek inside today. If you look there, that's got to be an original piece, and it, you know, I think that there is occupied now. But wow, I was looking on Google, guys, and I wasn't expecting it to look like this. I didn't know it was kind of elevated on a hill. Just look at that, man, that is incredible. Oh, and if you look over there just beyond the trees, you can in fact see the old chapel. Wow. So yeah, I've no idea how I'm going to do this one, guys. The place is absolutely massive, and as you can see, it is it's rammed with graves. So I think we'll just have a little mooch about and see what we can find, see what sticks out, and then we'll finish up by hopefully infiltrating the old chapel. I'm here with my lad today, Lewis, has decided to come for a little mooch with me. Yeah, so if you look here, you can see the old, what do they call them?
Is it memorial?
Yeah, it's a memorial, but what did they call that particular one? I can't remember. There's a particular name for it. Refresh my memory, guys. But yeah, if you look, you can see a soldier from the wall there with the old poppy on. Pretty cool, man. Actually looks as though we've got council workers in here today as well, so I'll have to be careful. But I'm going to stand up on here just so you can see. It says, in memory of the men of the urban district of Tyldesley who gave their lives for freedom World War 1939, 1945. So a lovely little World War II memorial. You can see we've got the poppies here. And there is a little reef which is the wrong way around. Let's turn that over. Seems to have the message has faded, I'm afraid, but there we go. Let's have a look up on here. It says, erected by public subscription to the glorious memory of the following men of Tyldesley, with Shackley, who died in the Great War, and that one is for the First World War, 1914, 1918. So what I'll do, I don't know if you can see the names on there, but I'll scan you all the way around it. Just in case you can see them. I think you can. And hopefully, if you've ever wondered but not been able to get here, then you'll have an inkling as to who's mentioned. Hopefully I managed to fit them all in for you. And if you look up, you've got the old cross with a sword on it, and just my luck, someone had to start going around with a leaf blower, didn't they? Who is it? If that's you, mate, nice one. But yeah, just look at this gaff, guys. It's incredible. Look at the ivy on it, man. So that there is the old chapel that we're hoping to infiltrate a bit later. But I'm going to switch off, and I think we're going to have a little brew somewhere, and we'll pick up when we've had it. Right, guys, if you look here, we've found a lovely little secluded spot. It's actually that path we were walking up at the beginning, but I'm gagging for a brew, and I've actually brought my little camping stove. So I'm hoping to get it lit, but I don't have a lighter. I have got my magnesium rod though, so hopefully we're going to be able to get it lit with that. There we go. Oh, rock and roll, baby. So it is now time for a brewski. Now that is a lovely, jubbly brew. If you look at this spoon, guys, I swear to God, I've had this spoon about 20 years. I just can't bring myself to get rid of it. It looks disgusting, I know, but it makes the loveliest brews, I swear it does. All that face will probably tell you otherwise. Right, so pretty much, guys, we've just had a quick brew and waited for the council workers to go, and they have indeed gone now. So we've got free reign, nice and peaceful, without the sound of the leaf blower. Now what I'm thinking is, it appears to me, if I look up through those trees, some of the older graves are possibly up that side. So I think we're going to start down at the bottom. We're not going to show you every grave. I think the fundamental part of this video, the main part of the video, will be getting into the chapel. So you'll be able to appreciate that for those of you who've been coming onto this cemetery over the years and never actually got to see inside it. I've no idea how old it is, but we'll see. But yeah, I think the headstones down here are quite new, really. So we're going to have a look around anyway, and if any of them stick out to us, then we will indeed have a little look like this one here. Let's have a look at this one. Reverend Joseph Parker, age 44. So yeah, that looks like quite an old one. I think it's a mixture. Oh yeah, we've got a war one here, look at that. There we go. Staff nurse M.A. Allen, OA Imperial Military, I don't know, MIL nursing. 5th of January 1920, age 35. And if you look just down at the bottom there, there is actually a picture of her. How cool is that? Yeah, so staff nurse Allen. Looks like there's another one there, a J. Kelly. So I think there's a fair few war graves situated in this cemetery. Pretty much I've done no research on it. I know the cemetery existed obviously, and I've been planning on coming for a while, but I told my mate Gary about it, and he's come down here the other night and scoped it out pretty much. So yeah, we know that we can access the old chapel, but we're going to do so in a manner so as hopefully not to attract any attention. But like when you do record a place like this, it's impossible to capture every single headstone. I think I'll have a look at that one there next to that tree, but this caught my eye, so I want to have a look here, because you've got these little memorial tablets. There we go. Albert Shaw, 1987 he died, age 71. Beloved husband, father and granddad. Oh wow, and look at that. His wife, Gladys, she went on and lived until 2013, 97 years old. Now that right there is some innings. But just look at that. It's a nice little cemetery this, to be honest with you. And I'll be honest, what I've seen up behind the church, the chapel, it looks like one of those really spooky cemeteries, you know. So I can imagine if you were to come in here after dark, then might put the frighteners in you. Look at that one there, Christine Mountford. It caught my eye because if you look, there is a little model of Blackpool Tower amongst the cherubs. So yeah, like I don't know, I've always been fascinated by cemeteries and that, and I know some people find it a bit morbid and that, but I don't know, there's a certain not a kick, but I don't know, I seem to get really good comments and feedback and history when I do the cemeteries, so that's why I've decided to do them a little bit more often. If you look there, there's a lovely little photograph in loving memory of Eileen and Fred. That's a top pick, that is. So if you recognise any of the names or any of the graves, or you've been here in the past or whatever, then give us a shout, man, and tell us your history. It's quite a fair scale, this old place as well. If you look here, just underneath this little tree, guys, planted in memory of Sheila George Sears, 2011. I wondered if there's any graves buried amongst the undergrowth. Highly unlikely though, because it looks like quite a well maintained little cemetery, this does. So got a couple that really stand out here. Look at that one there. We've got Cherished Memories, James Aston, 5th of July 1927 to the 6th of May 1996, and then Joyce Ashton, who went on to 2016. If you look there, you can see another lovely photograph. And if you look here, in loving memory of Maureen Warren, the devoted wife, mum and nana, who passed away the 21st of September 2013, age 55. She looks pretty cool, doesn't she? And someone's definitely not forgetting that woman. Look at that. Proper little shrine. Mint. So yeah, like I said guys, we're gonna pop up the back of these graves here, because I want to show you the grave I saw that was kind of growing within the tree. Well, it seemed like it from the back. There we go, look at that. Yep, the tree has literally grown through it and pushed it, so that this grave is older than the tree, it seems. But it's quite hard to make out, but I think that there says John F-Y-N-A-N, I think, John Finnan, I believe, who departed this life. Oh wow, look at that, 1904 guys, incredible. So that is quite an old one. And then if you look to the side here, look at that there, little tiny one, but there's doesn't appear to be any names. Yeah, I noticed from the other side guys, there's one here with some flags on, and I just want to have a little look of it. There's one there, in memory of Rose Lomax, loving wife, sister and aunt, 10th of March 2003, 80 years old. But if you look at this one really did start. Oh wow, look at that. Yeah, oh, it's a family, look at that. This memorial was erected by public subscription to the memory of Sarah Alice Tyra, aged 37 years, and her children. Kenneth, aged 12, John, 11, Adam, 9, Walter, 8, Joseph, 6, Raymond, 4, Joan, 2.5, and Amy, 19 months, who lost their lives, oh no way man, when their home was destroyed by fire. January the 13th, 1936. No way man. How sad is that? Look here guys, there's a curious one. In memory of Mary Fuller, Nee Power, stage name Marie Santoy, died the 27th of June 1924, aged 44. Now, I've just spoke to a woman over here in this blue car called Vicky. So if you remember me and you do watch the video, nice one for that. She put us on to that, so it was nice to meet you as well, mate. But yeah, there's a few famous faces in here, so we'll keep pottering about. at that one. William Firrick, Billy. Beloved son, brother and uncle. And there's a quality little photograph there, complete with the Man United scarf, mint. And just next to him you've got Doreen and John Firrick. Cool. Yeah, so pretty much I think we're going to film each plot, get a little panoramic and just whiz around it really. We can't do it in its entirety, it would be impossible, but I know some of you guys like the walk and just the sound of the flora and the fauna, you know, and the visuals is enough for you. So I will record what I can, and I'm going to try my best to keep it under an hour if possible. But as you can see, it is a massive, massive place, and I didn't realise it was on such an elevation, you know. Google Maps can be very deceiving indeed. So if you look here guys, we're at the end of this row of little plots or whatever. Oh, look at that there, that's cool. It says, precious memories of a dear husband, dad and granddad, Jaroslav Gazda or Gazda, who died. Jaro, his name was, his nickname. Oh, he played for Bolton Wanderers, I think. He's got a Bolton Wanderers kit there, unless he was just a fan. Gazda Jaro. I can't remember hearing of her. In God's keep it till we meet again, love like ours can never die. Also his beloved wife Anna. I wondered if he was a Bolton player then. Yeah, something that caught my eye though guys is these here. Just sat on the edge of this little plot. We have these massive stones which are engraved. That one there says July 16th 1870. So that is quite literally like 110 years or something in it. Wow. 100, yeah, isn't it? Yeah, 110. What am I on about? Yeah, I'll leave the maths to my son. But if you look here, excuse me, Elizabeth, in loving memory of Elizabeth, daughter of Joseph and Betsy Baxendale, who died April the 17th, 1852. So that is incredible. So pretty much guys, at some point in history these three graves stood here, and they were the only ones stood here. Right guys, now I remember reading about this one a while back, but I've got to show you because this is it's quite sad and quite incredible at the same time. Now just below this great old tree right here, we're pretty much in the bottom right hand side of the cemetery. If you look here, there is a lonely cross, and doesn't appear that anything's been planted here in a long while, but it says in remembrance. And if you look here, it says Harry, the husband of Anne Dunster, died of wounds in France September the 13th 1918, age 30 years old. Now the sad thing about it, I mean, as if it's not sad enough that you die in the First World War, if you read here it says also Thomas, their beloved son, killed in action, May the 11th, 1945, age 33 years old. So pretty much, father died in the First World War and son died in the Second. Outlived his dad by 3 years. How sad is that? Just look at these ones here, guys. These really do look old. You can see the ivy here reclaiming all of the headstones. In loving memory of William, October the 15th, 1925. So that is, even that's old. You've got like one of those kind of, they look like kind of beds with pillars on them ones there. But as you can see, this is definitely one of the older parts of the cemetery. We'll push down here because I've seen a rather curious looking one, what my son pointed out, which is this old pillar box looking grave here, which looks quite cool. And it is to Herbert James, son of James and Esther Bridge, September the 12th, 1873. So that is proper old, that one. Really old. But obviously it's been, well, I'd assume it's been recently, they've recently put this new stone on. I don't know, I mean, I suppose it could be Victorian era, couldn't it? You know, looks like one of those TARDIS shaped things like outside of Monk's Hall in Eccles. Yeah, so what we'll do, we'll make our way round. We're going to go round the outskirts, I think, so we can at least show you all of the plots. I'd assume at some point in the future this will become one. But there's a lot of newer graves out here. And I suppose I always forget, like you'll see like these graves here, there's only two and then there's spaces between, and some families reserve an entire plot, don't they? You know, and I always forget about that. And it's weird, I never set out, guys, to start going round filming cemeteries, but it seems the feedback I get on them is incredible. And I've had some proper nice letters and emails and stuff, you know, of people giving me thanks and praise or whatever for doing it. And I enjoy doing it, I enjoy making films, you know, so I suppose that's just a bonus in it. Got one there, Philip Harry Smith. And then just behind it, there you go, Precious Memories of Michael Joseph Barron. And if you look just at the top there, there's a little cheeky picture of him. If you look here at the end of this big plot, you've got quite the view of an awful lot of graves, but there's also a few more on the outer edges, so we'll have a little peek. These ones here look quite new, and they've obviously been tended to. Some nice flower, I think that's heather in it. If you look there, we've got in loving memory of Henry Brobbin, beloved husband and dearly loved dad, 1897 to 1938. So perhaps there was a different grave there at some point. And there we go, we've got Joan Brobbin or Brobin, an English rose, 1930 to 2016. So when she died, perhaps the grave was updated. Got a Harry Abbott there, 1937. So these are like 1920s, 1930s. I think you can tell now how old the grave is. pretty much just by looking at it, you know, because it's more like a, obviously you've got the newer marble stuff now, haven't you? It's, I don't know though, like I said, I wonder if it's longer lasting. I don't know, because some of these are 150, 60 year old, so who knows. I suppose we'll only know when someone in 100 years time has the same strange hobby that I do. Perhaps a grandkid, you never know, eh? There's one up here what stands out, I think. It's very very thick, and I would assume rather expensive. There's another war one there. Private Hopwood, Royal Scots Fusiliers, 20th of November 1918, age 37, so World War One. And then there's another one there, the Lancashire Fusiliers, W. Pugh, Private W. Pugh, 66894. So yeah, this big one, the expensive looking one, is a James Partington, who died July the 17th 1908, age 72 years old, and I would assume quite well off. Isn't it? There's another one here. This is it, guys. I say I'm going to try and take my time, but then I'll keep seeing another one and another one, and I just can't help myself. We've got an Edward Whittle there, but if you look here, there's another war one. Seems to be stood all on its lonesome. D. Holland Driver, Royal Field Artillery, the 30th of May 1916, age 32. So there's a fair few World War One veterans in here. So yeah, pretty cool, man. I mean, it's not, obviously death isn't cool, but it's cool that I'm able to come out here and hopefully recognise some of these people for people who might not have recognised them or known that they existed, you know. These ones look quite old. I can't really make out a date on that one, but this one here is 1907, and just look at that, guys. It's quite literally crumbling on the face of it. Unreal. Looking up to my right here, guys, it seems there is a lot more newer graves up there, but I don't know, it's quite to be honest, it's one of the most visually stunning cemeteries I've been in, to be honest with you. Just, you know, with the slight incline up to the top of it, and so many old graves, but it's all mixed with the new, and you've got all these trees. It's quite, be quite cinematic if I had a decent camera. This one there, 1927, that one. Yeah, so very old. And if you notice anything that catches your eye, guys, or your relatives are buried here, let us know. Put your history in the comments for us, and because it all counts, doesn't it? It's not just about me making videos, you know. These aren't like just for entertainment or pleasure, they're also a historical record, aren't they, you know. Got a lot of new ones here, newer ones, 2010 there. Peter Evans. You can see all the Father's Day cards and stuff like that. Jeffrey Robinson. So yeah, it appears that this is most definitely the newer end of the cemetery, if you will. Treasured memories of Betty Lloyd. She's had a brand new stone put up there. Oh, no way, man. Look at that one there. Let's have a look at this one. Cherished memories of a much loved son and brother, Connor James Donaldson, 2001 to 2013. No way, man. There you go. There's little Connor. Obviously, bit of a football fan, wasn't he? I wonder what team he supported. Pretty sad, that, isn't it, really? And if you look there, there's oh, nephew, look at that. All buried in the Marvel stuff. Reggie David Hayes, look at that there, man. 9th of March 2017 to July 2021, man. 4 years old. No way, man. There he is, look at that. Little Reggie there. Looks like a cool kid, doesn't he? No way, man, look at that. How sad is that? Got me almost welling up here. Loving memory of Rexford Baxter, dearly loved husband, dad, granddad. But you've got like this, you've got these little memorial benches up at the top there, and look, these lovely little gardens they've made. Got a little mirror there. Some hands there, what I think you can put a little tea light candle in. Got a little, someone, Ron Ray. There we go, look at that one. Oh, look at that one. Our beautiful baby lies here asleep, a precious angel we could not keep. Aaron James Bridge, 25th of the 3rd, 2016. Little Aaron. If you look there, he looks like a bit of a character, doesn't he? There we go. Brian Glover. I'm having visions of the bar and a pint with that chap. Maybe I'm wrong, but you never know. We'll keep pushing on up this top bit now and then work our way down into the middle, and hopefully we shall show you inside the old derelict chapel. Which I believe has been derelict for quite some time, judging by the outside of it. Cody Lee Pendlebury. Yeah, so pretty new burials up this end, really. And like I say, we can't show you them all, but we try and give you an overview of the entire cemetery, so you can at least have a look at that if you can't get down here or anything like that, you know. If you look there, we've got actually look like Crocodile Dundee from afar. Look at that dude there, he looks pretty cool, doesn't he? Treasured memories of a precious husband, Keith Roberts, a loving dad and granddad, too good in life to be forgotten in death. Love you forever, Maureen, and precious son Dwayne. He looks like the type of dude who'd pitch up at your gaff with a guitar, man. another one there. Roy Wayne Parsons we've got there. Look at that. Oh, he was only little, I believe. Must have been poorly. Yeah, so I do apologise if you're hoping I stumble upon a grave that you know, but as you can imagine, it is quite impossible to do every single one. So some folk just appreciate the quaint walk around, and I know I do videos that are drenched in risk and abandoned buildings and all that lot, but you know, I'm doing these ones because they are a historical record, you know. So and I do, like I said, I get a lot of appreciation for it. Got one, some fresh mum flowers on there. I wish I could read everyone, but it's impossible. But I just want to show you every inch of the cemetery, so you can. There's one that stands out there actually. I mean, they all stand out, don't get me wrong, I don't mean to be disrespectful, but that one's got quite the picture on it. Loving memory of Thomas, beloved son of Charles H and Edith Morris. No way, man, look at that. Killed in Chanters colliery explosion, the 6th of March 1957, aged 23. In the midst of life we are in death. No way, man. So yeah, I've heard about that Chanters colliery. I'm sure it's mentioned at the old what's it called, the place we did Astley. Sure I heard it mentioned at Astley Green colliery. Or perhaps I heard about it when I researched Pretoria. No way, why is it? That's the second graveyard or cemetery video I've done, yeah, where I've said that grave stands out and it's a colliery explosion. Straight up, man. That is pure fluke, that, guys. You have to understand this. And like in some of the videos you've seen that I do over the years, you'll notice I'll go into an old bar or something like that, and there'll be photographs that quite literally fit the scene exactly, transition wise. 3/4 of those photographs, guys, are pure fluke. Straight up, man. If you look here, there's another one that is quite visually appealing with the plaque on it. In loving memory. Oh, I don't believe it. That is the weirdest thing. It's another pit disaster. That is the strangest thing ever. Look at that. Harold Ormrod killed at Moseley Common Pit. That is quite, it's not creepy, but guys, I swear to you, I've done a few cemetery videos now. That is like the 5th time that I've approached a grave in that manner, and it's something to do with the pits. That's telling me now I've got to do that follow-up on Pretoria. Most definitely. That is so strange, that, isn't it? Yeah, I'm gonna do that. But yeah, as you can see, we're up in the very, very top corner now. So what I'll do is I'll push up right into the very corner and we'll read that grave. Here we go. Treasured memories of Harriet, beloved wife of Joseph Rowland, died the 16th of April 1960, aged 75 years. Also Joseph, her husband, died the 3rd of November 1972, reunited. Also Harry Partington, and is that Isabel there? Let's just have a little peek behind there. Mabel it is. Yeah, so I think now, guys, what we're going to do is we're going to push down into this middle section. I have to admit, looking from here, this is possibly the most foreboding looking or creepy part of the cemetery. I mean, I don't get creepy vibes, but I mean like visually Hammer horror style, you know. You can see where we had our little brewski before, but these ones look quite old here. And we're going to finish up, hopefully inside this beautiful old chapel. So we've kind of come an awkward way here because all of these are facing the opposite way, so they're going to be blank as we're heading down, but we'll try and pick out some that stand out. There is a rather massive one down here in the middle. I'm going to take you down here and show you this one. It's quite the sight, to be honest with you. In memoriam of James Smith, who died May the 11th, 1928. Also Alice, his wife. Watch therefore, ye know not what hour your Lord doth come. And if you look up, you've got the old angel looking down upon us. So yeah, we'll drop down here, down this little dry stone wall. Not dry stone, what do they call it? Is it dry stone, that, or what? I forget the name of it. I remember, I shouldn't be telling this story, but me and my old man were up Riverton Pike one day, and we borrowed a couple of these stones from up Riverton Pike for a garden project, a little rockery. Long time ago. George, son of John and Alice Cranshaw, who died September the 4th, 1882. And I noticed that one, guys, because of the little pigeon sat on top of it. If you look here though now, we've got all these lovely old graves. There's a kind of a mixture, but just look at this at the end of the row. Now that, I must admit, is quite an incredible sight. Just look at that. Imagine that brand new back in the day. Unreal. If you look up top there, you can see all of the old stained glass windows are all busted. Just all the ivy there climbing up it. Look at that at the front as well. Quite incredible, that, isn't it? Little drainage thing there on the side. You can actually see in there. Let's stick the camera in here so we can see inside this. Oh wow, look at that. Oh yeah, it's just the thing in there, but we can see around the other side anyway. Let's have a look. Yeah. Someone's graffitied the name on the door like you do in a church or a chapel. But yeah, I know that there's a way into this one, so I'm not going to show it yet, obviously, but you'll see when we cut to the inside what it actually looks like. Look at that ivy though. That is incredible, that is. Has he had enough? If you look there, guys, you can see another window there what's kind of plasticed off, but that, I wonder if it is lead, that up there. There's a specific name for it. I know it's a spire, but there's a name for that type of thing. If you know what it is, guys, please let me know. I believe there would have been perhaps an old door there, and then you would have had a massive grand window, stained glass window. You can see a cross there on the wall. But just walking round here now, you get those creepy cemetery vibes, you know, those churchy, spooky vibes, man. Just look at that. What an incredible sight with all the ivy. Really is. And then round the back here you've got, oh there you go, you can actually see in. So let's have a look in before we get in. Hey up. Oh wow, pitch black. Can't really see nothing in there. Don't know what you guys can make out, but there's actually a stone here. It says Mildred Crippen, I believe. Yeah, broken stone, there's a few of them, but that one says Mildred Crippen. So if you know a Mildred Crippen, then give us a shout, man. And if you watch this video and you're the lady with the stubborn dog who found a stick, then it was nice to meet you. So we'll finish up within that. It's impossible to show you everything, like I said, but I want to get one shot of this little chapel before we infiltrate, just so you can actually see what it looks like. Sat in the middle of this cemetery. Just look at that. That is absolutely incredible. And quite visually stunning. So, you ready? You ready, yeah? I might actually have to get in this one on me, Bill. You might have to keep watch out here, Lewis, right? Right, we're going in. Let's do it. Right, guys, I hope you can see. I have indeed made it in, so thanks to Gary for his reconnaissance. But just look at the old window up there. Obviously I'm keeping it down so as not to get clogged, but we are now in the original porchway, if you will, or I don't know the name of it, but look at the roof up there. You can clearly see why it is closed. Look at that, man. Wow. So we're gonna climb through this window here and take a peek inside the main part. I want to be careful as possible because, oh my, look at this. Wow. So for those of you who have wondered what it's like inside the old Tyldesley Cemetery Chapel, there is your answer. Just look at that, man. Absolutely stunning. Now I know the film's going to be a bit grainy, but it can't be helped with it being so dark in here. And look at that. That is, like when you stood here in the light, it is breathtaking, you know. And from the outside, it's deceiving. It's got the old TARDIS effect, you know. But we'll have a little look around and see if we can find any unique features. I see these a lot. I've seen those up on the side of the old railway arches and that. What are they, guys? Just to put your mind at rest, let me know in the comments. But if you look up there, just just look at that ceiling. It's actually quite incredible. You can see they've been storing some wood for some purpose, I've no idea what, but just look at that, guys. You can actually see the original tiled floor. Now that is quite special, that is. And if you look here, you can see the ivy that is now coming through the window. Just look at that. Up there, I believe, wow, look at that. I think that would have been part of an old, one of the old benches, possibly there. But if you look up, I'd assume that was some kind of chimney for a burner or something, you know. Possibly some kind of heating back in the day. But it's strange, like I'm in here and I can hear the outside, but there's just a certain aura of calmness, you know, that you only get within a church. And it may be just like that placebo effect, you know, just my mind, but I don't know, you know. I believe here is it's just some old bricks, what they were going to use for something. But if you look there, there's an old plinth. Look at that. To a very special friend from Vicky and Kelly. So if there's anyone out there who's lost one of those little flower pot things, you know where it is now. But here we have the old stage, or where the altar would have been, if you will. You can see there where the, you know, the, I forget the name of them. It's because I'm on edge. But you know what I mean, like the pedestal, what you would have had the books on, that would have slotted there within that little square, I think. But just look at the paint peel. And the grand window up there. So cool. And very, very deceiving, the scale of it inside. In fact, I think if I set my camera up here and just walk across, because I'm on my own, so I'll take my camera off my wrist. 1 second, guys. And if I can just stand it up on there like that. So it don't fall. I think that'll do. Hang on a minute. 1 sec, guys. I think that should be alright. So by that, you get an idea of the scale of the old place. But if you look there, there is an old bench, raw iron bench, just rotting away really. And then through here, we've got another little room, a door there as well. Someone outside. But if we, oh my days, I don't believe it. Check this out, guys. That is so cool. You're not going to believe this. Well, you can see some old electrics there, but you got all the ceiling rotting away up top. Again, some beautiful arched windows. You can see there, just look at that door, guys. That is the original door. But if I turn you around, oh, this has made my day. Check this out. Look at that, man. the original fireplace. That is so cool. You can see the little lip there where the soot and the coal would have fell into. That is so cool. You can see the original design on top of it too. Hey up. Hey up. I changed the set. There we go. You tap it to change the settings, but I don't know why I feel proper on edge in here, but I think it's because we're in a cemetery and I don't want anyone to see me. I think I'm just some kind of thuggish lout, you know. But just look at that. That is so cool. Really is. And then you can see back through into the door there. Just look above the door. You can see where it is quite literally crumbling. So cool. So gently make my way back out now. So you can thank Gary for coming checking this one out, guys. And that is why you've got to see it, but it is quite an incredible little chapel. And I'm so glad we got in it for you. I just hope we've done enough to show you around it and let you appreciate it once again. Yeah, I've just rang my son, guys. I heard a car pulling up, so there is indeed apparently a blue car outside now, so hopefully they're gonna leave very soon because they're parked at the exact point that I got in. Great. So that was very sketchy getting out of there, guys. There was literally a blue car sat just watching, literally parked right outside the church. I could hear it when I went in there, so I've just had to sit there for about 20 minutes in silence. But I've made it out, and hopefully you appreciate that we got you in. I'm not going to let you know the time or anything when this film was filmed, just so none of the not rights get down there. If you look there though, guys, something I missed. There is actually an old army boot there being used as a planter on this old cenotaph. But yeah, this was the old Tyldesley cemetery, which is, from what I assume, from what I've seen, been here since the 1800s, but perhaps there are graves that date back even earlier. I don't know, you'll have to let us know, guys, and if you know the history on this place, then don't forget to share it in the comments, because it's a collective effort, innit, you know. It's not just about making films and entertaining folk, you know. It's stands for something a little more, I think, doesn't it? But we'll do a little right here, and we'll finish on this back row, because I miss these on up on entry. We'll finish in the bottom left hand corner. You're alright. And we'll finish on this last one here. We've got precious memories of Millie Floweth, or Floweth, devoted wife, mum, grandma and great grandma. Passed away the 12th of April, the year 2000, so the year I left high school pretty much. So yeah, this was the quite beautiful Tyldesley cemetery, and I've just seen something else that has caught my eye as well, that I just can't leave it. There is a little tree here and it says, well, there's a Robert Jones there, and then there we go, what's this one? Therese, oh, love you always, Dad. So perhaps this, yeah, there's another Reese up there. Let's have a look round here and we'll finish on this young chap. There we go. Oh, look at that, man. In loving memory of Reese Jones, a much loved son, born the 18th of September 1992, died the 10th of August 1994. So he was only 2-year-old little Reese. No way, man. So yeah, I think we'll call it there. And well, I don't even need to say it, look at that. Take it easy, guys. See that there, guys, but within this garden, I'll probably blur the number plate out, but there's actually another grave there, so perhaps there is a few more in that garden. Obviously I'm not going in there because I don't want people thinking I'm a nosy parker. As you can see, guys, we've found a lovely little secluded spot, and someone just starts driving up here as I say it, but if you look, I've actually brought my little camping stove, so I'm going to knock myself a little brew up. But the only thing is that I happen to have forgotten my lighter, so take this off. I'm hoping my ferrous rod will get it kicking. Grab that, Lewis.
Really good. Wow, you really have a wild bush cut.